Okay, so you've followed all of the basic tutorial videos so far, and you think you're ready to start designing, to start preparing for your first stream. In this video, I'm going to talk you through step by step how to design a very basic layout for your stream. And we're going to start with what we discussed earlier, your scenes and your sources. So I'm going to go ahead and actually add 3 more scenes to this layout. Now, when you go to add a scene, you go to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you click the plus button down here with my mouse is, and we're going to add a name for the scene. I'm just going to keep it right now as scene, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. And we'll change those a little bit later to reflect the sources that are in those scenes. Let's go to scene number 1. Now, scene number 1 is going to be my main streaming scene. So I'm actually going to right-click on this. I'm going to rename the scene, and I'm going to call it live stream, so that I know when I click on that scene, it's going to bring up all of my live stream bits. Now, what do I want in this live stream scene? Well, first of all, I'm going to want some game capture, some window capture, right? So I'm actually going to go to my sources. I'm going to press plus, and I'm going to press game capture. Now, obviously, if you're not a gamer, this is not for you. You could use display capture to capture whatever's on your display, or window capture to capture a specific window. Let me open up another program here. I'm actually let's open up Paint. And I'm going to put that on my other monitor. And I'm going to window capture Paint just to show you how the window capture works. So I'm going to go window capture, window, and I'm going to go Paint. So right now I can see my Paint application not very well. So I dropped down the window menu and I chose Paint. And for some reason it's not showing the entire window. There we go. I set the capture method to Windows 10. Obviously, if your OS is lower than this, if your operating system is Windows 7, you can put this lower. For me, it's Windows 10 and up. So I'm going to press OK. And I'm going to resize that a little bit because we don't want it to be too big on the screen. Let's put it there for now. Okay, I've got my window capture. Now, as a streamer, I want my viewers to be able to see me. So I want to add a video capture device like a webcam or a camera. So I'm going to go to sources, I'm going to go to add again, and I'm going to go to video capture device. Now, the really good webcam that I have, I'm using right now to record our tutorial. So I'm going to add one of my not so good webcams, I guess is the phrase. I'm going to go to device. The C920 is in use by my other screen capture program. And I'm going to go to my old webcam, which is my C270. And there we go. Look at that. Oh my word, it looks awful. Let's make that a lot smaller so that my ugly mug is not on screen so much. It's now added my video capture device, like you can see in the sources menu down here. And I can drag that around freely to go wherever I want. So let's put that in the top right-hand corner up here, and we can put Paint. We can make that a little bit bigger now, just in the top left there. Okay, awesome. And suddenly we're starting to look like a little bit of a stream. You've got your window capture to show what you're doing on screen, and you've got your video capture to capture your face, capture your being, I guess. Now we need to add some audio. I want to have my microphone obviously being picked up in OBS Studio. And to do that, we need to add an audio input capture device. So I'm going to go to sources again. I'm going to go to audio input capture, create new. And the device I have is my line in on the Realtek R audio driver. Yours might be a little bit different. You'll need to go into your computer settings and find your default audio device and the name of it to find out what you choose here. But a quicker way to figure out what mic to use is to click on the mic that you think it is, press OK, and then you should see the monitor at the bottom of your screen here going up and down if it is the correct microphone. So there we have it. Now I know that my microphone audio is being picked up, my video camera, my webcam, is being picked up as well, and my screen. If I actually go over to Paint, it's going to make my face look a little bit white right now. There we go. If I go and just draw high, you can see that it's being picked up in the window capture. So we know that's working, we know the video capture is working, and the audio is working. I can play around with these. I can transform them to fit to screen. So you see there, Paint now fits to screen. Not perfectly because of the window size it is, but I can drag my camera around. I can put it on the right here. And I can be talking about what I'm doing on Paint as I'm doing it, and everybody sees what I'm doing. This is a very, very basic setup. We can change that window capture to a game. We can change it to a web browser, whatever you want. But here, very, very basically, you have a stream setup. Now, one thing that I would add is a little layer behind your webcam, like a border, to show where your webcam starts and where your window capture ends. There's a couple of ways you can do this on OBS Studio. The easiest one is to add a color source. We're going to go to Sources. We're going to go Color Source, and it's going to add a very basic color. Let's go, what color should I go with? I'm going to go with orange. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to press OK. Now, it's just added a big orange box to our stream. Not the most aesthetically pleasing thing to see on a stream. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. But what I can do is I can drag the color source below the video capture, or I can use this little arrow down here to put it below the video capture. That will then order it behind the camera, you see. I can make it a little bit bigger. And I can slide it to the right. And suddenly we have a very, very basic webcam frame. So this is good, and it allows your viewers to see where your webcam starts and where your window capture ends. It's a good boundary, a good background for your webcam. It's very basic, but it does work. Another way to do this would be to add a gradient source if you want to have a mix of colors. So we can go ahead and add a gradient source here. And I'm going to make the gradient something really, really cutesy. Let's go blue, and we'll go, what do we want the second color to be? Let's go pink. That's going to look nice. Oh, I changed the original color. That's not the idea. So I'm changing the from color to the to color. So I've gone from pink to blue. I can change other things in the gradient here, but we are just going to leave it alone for now. I'm going to resize that. I'm going to drag it behind my webcam. And I'm going to drag it below the webcam, but above color source. And there we go. Let's get rid of color source because we don't want that orange frame anymore. And now I have, not in the right position, a pink and blue webcam frame. So it looks a little bit more interesting than the orange, and it's a very, very simple way to create frames on OBS Studio. Now, we're going to look at the other scenes because this is our live scene. We're also going to want some scenes for starting soon, be right back, stream ending, and maybe a just chatting screen as well. These are kind of like the default scenes that streamers have on their scene collection. So we're going to change scene 2. See if I click onto it right now, it just changes to a black screen. That's because scene 2 doesn't have any sources right now. We're going to add some sources to this page. So there's our live stream. We're going to go to scene 2. We're going to rename it by right-clicking and clicking rename. I'm going to rename it to stream starting. And what do we want the stream starting screen to tell people? Well, we want to tell them that the stream is about to start. So I'm going to add a text source to this scene. I'm going to go plus in our sources menu, of course. Go to text, create new, okay. And I'm just simply going to type stream starting. And because we're doing a very basic setup here, obviously this will look a lot better towards the end of the course, but right now we're just going to do the very basics. I'm going to click a random font. That actually looks quite nice. I quite like that font. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger on screen. I'm going to right click, transform, and I can center it to the screen here so it's exactly in the middle. There we go. And voila, we have a stream starting screen. However, looks a bit bland. Black on white, white on black, nothing's moving. Let's add a filter to this stream starting text to make it a little bit more interesting. What I'm going to do, I'm going to double click on the text source. I'm going to add some spaces after my text. That's probably enough. You see that it's extended the text source outside of the preview area? That's exactly what we want. We're going to drag it all the way to the left so that the red square is aligned with the outside of our preview area. And we're going to add a filter. We're going to right click on text, click filters, and the filter I'm going to add to this is going to be, you guessed it, scroll. And scroll is going to make the text scroll across the screen. You see this? As I add horizontal speed, it's going to scroll to the left, or if I change it to the other direction, it's going to scroll to the right. Similarly, with vertical, it can go up and down. But we're not going to do vertical right now because the source area doesn't work for vertical speed. So we're just going to do horizontal speed. And we're going to do, let's do it to the left. Why not? Let's do it to the left. We're going to keep it on a loop, and we're going to click close. And there we have it. Stream starting is scrolling across the screen. I can't get my words out this morning. And because of the space that we left in the text source, you see here we've got a nice gap between when it finishes with stream starting and when it starts. So having the gap between the end of your text here is very, very important. There we have it. A nice little stream starting screen. Now, you might want to add a background to this screen to just give it a little bit more. So I'm going to go to plus on the sources. I'm going to go to image, create new. I'm going to go to browse. And we're going to go to, let's go to download, see what we've got. I've been making some GIFs for people here. So we've got some crazy, I'm just going to go with, let's go with this sunshine background here. I'll drag it behind. And you've got your stream starting. The image is a little bit bright for the text. Actually, it looks kind of okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the text. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And to make it easier to read, I'm going to add an outline. You see this outline box right here? I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go outline size 5. And we're going to go black color. And it should make it a lot easier to read. The way the text is formed, it looks a little bit stupid right now, but with another font, it might look a little bit easier. But there you have it. Stream starting with an outline on a background. That is a very basic stream starting screen, but it works. People get the message. Now, we're going to want a stream ending screen too. Well, what's the easiest way to do this but to duplicate your stream starting screen? So I've just right-clicked on stream starting. I click duplicate, and you've got stream starting 2. I'm going to rename that to stream ending. Get rid of the 2, obviously, because we don't have 2 stream ending screens. And I'm going to go into the text, and I'm going to go stream ending. Perfect, right? Let's make sure it fits over the entire preview area. Perfect. I've got a stream ending screen. Easy. Let's go back to stream starting. Oh. Hold on, it says stream ending on my stream starting screen. Well, what happened is when we duplicated stream starting, it also duplicated the source. And when I changed the source in stream ending, it also duplicated the change in stream starting. So we can't exactly just copy them over. What we have to do instead, I'm going to delete stream ending for now. If I want it to be the same, but I want, it's got the wrong text. Let's set that back to stream starting. There we go. If I want the same background but a different text, I'm going to have to duplicate the scene like this. Duplicate, stream starting 2. I'm going to drag it up. I'm going to rename it to stream ending. And I am going to actually remove, or I could hide the text, but I don't want to get confused about what's there and what's not. So I'm going to delete that from there. Doesn't delete it from stream starting, see? If I go to stream ending, it's still gone. And I'm going to have to add another text source, another similar text source, just so that it doesn't edit the original source. Let's go to select font. I'm going to select something really weird. Let's go Acme font. I'm going to add an outline again, size 20 and black. And there we have it, stream ending. I didn't add the space at the end of the text for the scroll, so let's do that. Let's go right-click, transform, fit to screen. And I will go right-click, and I need to add my filter. I need to add my scroll filter. I'm going to go filters. I'm going to go plus. I'm going to go scroll. And, of course, we're going to add some horizontal speed. And there you have it. You got your stream ending with horizontal speed filter. And we go back to our stream starting. It's still got its original font, its original formatting. Now, one other scene that we're going to want to add is a be right back screen. It's going to be very similar to our stream ending and stream starting, and we can just do that by duplicating. I'm going to do the whole process very quickly here. Stream, be right back. Let's do that. We're going to drag that up below stream ending. I'm going to remove the text source. This is at full speed, guys, that I would normally do it. Text, add, and then be right back. We're going to go outline 20. Okay. We need to add the scrolling space to the end of the text. So let's do that. Make sure the preview area is outside the screen. There we go. A little bit more. I didn't add enough. There we go. And filters, add, scroll, horizontal speed, close. And there we have it. We've got a be right back screen similar to our stream starting, similar to our stream ending. And all you have to do when you are streaming, I'm going to get rid of scene 3 and scene 4 here, is click on the different scenes to switch between them. At the moment, there is a fade transition. We will change that a little bit later on. So let's imagine I'm about to start streaming. I'm going to go to my stream starting scene. We're waiting. I'm going to click start streaming in the bottom right-hand corner here. The message is going to come up. Are you ready to start streaming? I'm going to say, of course I am. I've been ready my whole life. I click start streaming. We've got the start streaming screen. Then I'm ready to go live. I click live stream. Ta-da! Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. Today I'm going to be typing the word hi on Paint like an absolute noob. There we go. We're back. We're on the live stream screen. People are seeing our desktop, my video camera, and of course the beautiful gradient frame on the video camera. Then we want to go and get a cup of tea or a drink or whatever. I'm going to go, oh, okay, I'll see you in a minute. Be right back. I'm going to click on my be right back scene. Then I'm going to go back to my live stream, obviously, because I want people to know that I'm back. Hello. Oh, okay. It's time to end the stream. Thank you for joining, everybody. See you next time. Stream ending. And there you have it. You've got yourself a very, very basic streaming setup. If you want to change the images, double-click on the image and find a new image source. If you want to change the font of the text, double-click on the text source, change the font. Make it exactly how you want it. Make it original, unique, different. In the live stream, there are ways that we can add borders to this video capture device without adding a gradient source. There are so many things that we're going to be doing to these scenes and these sources in the upcoming videos. I can't wait to show you. Make sure to stick around and find out how to become an OBS master. For now, have fun with your basic streaming setup, and I will see you very, very soon.